Today we're checking out what you need to know before moving to Torrance, California. What's up everybody? Shane Inman here, a local real estate agent in Southern California, working with home buyers and sellers in the South Bay of Southern California. So on this channel, we cover everything outdoors and community in Southern California and the South Bay. So if that's something you're interested in, be sure to subscribe and comment so that you are notified every time we put out a new video. So this week's video, we're going to be looking at what you need to know before moving here to Torrance, California. I've been getting a lot of people reaching out, calling or texting or emailing. I'd love to hear from people, so definitely reach out if you are thinking of moving to Southern California. I'd love to help you get started, but hopefully this video helps you get a little bit idea of what you really need to know if you're looking at moving to Torrance and the surrounding communities here. So this first thing that you need to know is kind of an obvious one. The closer you live to the beach, the more expensive it is. So in Torrance, you've got kind of the few different sections. You've got West Torrance and South Torrance and the Hollywood Riviera, which are all kind of closer to the beach. And with that goes, the home prices go up a little bit. So, you know, you've got homes in the Hollywood Riviera that have these amazing views of the city and the ocean, but they may be getting up to the $3 or $4 million mark. And then you've got homes further east that, you know, they don't have a view, but maybe you're closer to the freeway and you're getting, maybe you have a commute. So just kind of a matter of what's important in your search. But as you get closer to the beach, and if your home has a view, that's going to give it a little bit more expensive of a property value. And so the prices definitely go up the closer you get to the beach. And Torrance has options for both living a little bit further east and living close to the beach. Either way, you know, you're not more than a couple minutes car drive to the beach if you want to have that lifestyle in your new home. And another thing to think about with moving somewhere with the beach and, you know, the ocean and everything is the traffic around your neighborhood. So you're going to have a lot of people coming in and out, parking on warm beach days. And if your home has a view, and let's say you're in the Hollywood Riviera, there's also a lot of different regulations on when and how you can build. So let's say you have a view and you want to build out on a deck to, you know, sit out on your porch and check out your view. You're going to have to put up flags and go through the city and talk to your neighbors and put it out there ahead of time so that everyone knows what you're doing so that you're not obstructing somebody else's view. So with the views come the price and also come regulations. So that's something to think about. But like I said, if you're looking for a more affordable option, Torrance also has further east towards the freeways and towards, you know, North Torrance that tend to be a little bit more affordable. And the next important thing to keep in mind when moving to Torrance is just the square footage of the homes and the size of the homes that you're getting and the floor plan and everything. Because, you know, a lot of the homes in Torrance are older homes and they have smaller floor plans or they're smaller square footage. For instance, right now there's 72 homes active on the market in Torrance for sale. And out of those 72 homes, only a little over 20 of them are over 2,000 square foot of living space. And then out of those 20 or so, you've only got 3 that are over 3,000 square feet of living space. So if that is something you're used to, let's say you're moving from Texas or somewhere where you got a lot of space, it's just something to keep in mind. I wouldn't say that you really feel cramped. It's just more getting kind of coming to terms with the different layouts of the homes. You know, if it's got a more open concept or if it's maybe an older home that hasn't been remodeled and it's a little bit more of a maze. So you just kind of have to figure out what's important in your, you know, preferences of square footages, but not really worry too much about it because not every home is going to be equal when it comes to square footage. And so you just have to kind of take it, you know, case by case and go and check out the homes and tour them and make sure that it feels like the style of living you're really looking for. And the next thing you need to know about Torrance, and I think it's one of the reasons that really drive people to moving here, is just the outdoor lifestyle. As I mentioned, you're very close to the beach in almost all areas of living in Torrance. So, you know, you've got outdoor activities along the beach like volleyball and surfing or just going for a run or walk, just being outdoors and being on the beach. So you've got Torrance Beach at the end of the Strand, goes all the way north up to Santa Monica. you can go for miles and miles on a bike ride or run. And so you have a lot of options in that aspect. And then you also have all the parks in Torrance. So Torrance has over 40 parks. You know, each park has something different. You've got Columbia Park, which has a bunch of different activities going on, soccer games on the weekends. You also got Entradero Park. Entradero Park has baseball fields, different things going on there. I think they even do, a lot of people go bird watching at Entradero Park. Then you've also got the Charles Wilson Park. Charles Wilson Park has a huge just walking area. It's a half-mile loop around the park there. You also have hockey. There's a hockey rink there. You've got, I think, batting cages. They've got just different workout stations throughout the park. You also have, there's a farmer's market that goes on the weekends and during the week. One day they have the farmer's market in Torrance right there at Charles Wilson Park. So there's just so much to do on the daily here in Torrance that I think is one of the kind of driving factors of people moving out here. You've got great job opportunities, you've got great lifestyle living by the beach, and there's just, you know, so much to do. And the next thing you need to know about moving to Torrance is kind of a strange one, and it's the wind. So the wind here really picks up, especially during the spring and early summer. So you have these times where you've got a great, beautiful day in the morning. It's a nice, warm, sunny day. And then as the day goes on, the fog kind of rolls in. And with the fog, you get these heavy winds coming in. And it just kind of makes it feel kind of like it's, you know, winter is coming for, you know, Southern California. It's winter, so you're not getting anything crazy. But still, it gives you kind of this cold feeling when you feel like it was just a beautiful day this morning, and now all of a sudden the wind's coming in and it's freezing and I'm putting on jackets. I coach cross country and track at the high school, and cross country is a fall sport. And so you think, okay, fall is going to be cold and rainy, but you know, spring is going to be nice and sunny and warm. And I actually end up wearing more layers and sweats and jackets during the spring track season than I do during the cross country season because of that wind coming in the afternoon. It just gets really cold. So I think that's something people don't necessarily think about. And then especially with being close to the beach, you think summertime, it's going to be warm, but you also get June gloom where, you know, you've got May, June, and some of beginning of July. Sometimes it's just kind of gloomy and doesn't feel like it's summer. And then all of a sudden, late July through like September, it's great weather. So just something to think about when moving here, that, you know, it's not beautiful weather all day long, every single day of the year. And the last thing I thought we'd look at is something that I think everyone thinks about if they're a family moving to a new area, and that's what's the schools like. And the school district here is the Torrance Unified School District, and so they've got 4 high schools. There's North Torrance High School, South Torrance High School, West Torrance High School, and Torrance High School. And each one has something different to offer. But one thing that's important to note about the Torrance School District is, well, a couple of things. One thing is you can get a permit to go to different schools if you're in the district and you decide early on that you want to transfer to have your kid go to a different school within the district. But also, you can also just have a experience that's going to be similar to each of the schools, because whenever one of the schools in the district gets something, then they try to keep it equal. So if North Torrance High School gets a new theater, then all the high schools get a new theater. So they don't want one school that's going to really overpower the other schools. So they try to keep them as competitive as they can with each other. They all compete in the same league for sports. So each school has something different to offer, but by being in the Torrance Unified School District, you're getting a similar experience between all the schools. Torrance is unique in many different ways, and I'm sure there's a lot of things I didn't cover here today. So if there's something you really like about Torrance, or maybe you don't really like about Torrance, and something that you think others need to know before moving to Torrance, be sure to write it down in the comments. I'd love to hear from people. And as I mentioned, if you're thinking of moving to Torrance or Southern California and you're not really sure where to start, I'd love to help you get started in your journey. So feel free to call, text, or email me anytime.